This is the Hetty Taylor, depth 97 to 107 feet. This wreck lies southeast off Sheboygan, Wisconsin. The 85 gross ton, two-masted schooner, Hetty Taylor, built in 1874 at Milwaukee, capsized on August 26, 1880, in a storm because her lumber cargo on deck made her top-heavy. The crew reached shore in a lifeboat. A salvage crew steamed out immediately in the tug Messenger in an attempt to tow the overturned ship before she sank, but upon arriving at the site, they found only the top 8 feet of the mast above water. She was already on the bottom. Today she makes an excellent dive site. The Hetty Taylor, buoyed annually by the State Historical Society of Wisconsin, lies upright and considerably intact, with her photogenic bow and port side in excellent condition. The pilot house, in good shape, sits off the broken starboard side, and the rudder sits in the damaged stern. This newspaper account of the Hetty Taylor's sinking, short and to the point, appeared in the Chicago Inter-Ocean on August 28, 1880. Sheboygan, Wisconsin, August 27. The schooner Hetty Taylor of Milwaukee, from that port light, bound for Escanaba, was struck by a heavy squall when about 5 miles off this port at 11 o'clock last night and capsized. All hands were saved. The crew came here for assistance, but went back with the tug Messenger in search and found the schooner sunk in 14 fathoms and the main topmast about 8 feet out of the water. This account is likely not quite accurate. The 110-foot-long, with bowsprit, twin-masted schooner Hetty Taylor, apparently heading up the Wisconsin coast towards Escanaba, Michigan, to pick up a load of lumber, encountered a severe gale that capsized the ship. The crew abandoned ship in a lifeboat and headed for nearby Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Meanwhile, the Hetty Taylor settled with her bow hitting the lake bottom and her stern out of the water. The newspaper account mentioned that the vessel had gone down in 14 fathoms, which is only 84 feet. Today's underwater explorers will find the Hetty Taylor in 107 feet of water. 5 salvage attempts, including one by famed Great Lakes wrecker, Captain Peter Falcon of Chicago, all failed to return the schooner Hetty Taylor. In the process of attempted recovery, the vessel had her mast snapped off and her stern damaged. The remains of the Hetty Taylor sit upright on a sand bottom, with bowsprit and bow chains in place, but with considerable damage to one side of the hull and the stern. The deck is still in place for the most part, but disappears into the sand on the damaged side of the hull, where divers can find the intact compass house. The deck is still in place for the most part, but disappears into the sand on the damaged side of the hull, where divers can find the intact compass house. The broken stern still has a rudder in its place, buried in the sand. The open cargo holds are of interest, and the intact side of the hull has fish painted on the board where the ship's nameplate was once attached. One mast lies about 50 feet off the starboard beam, while numerous deadeyes and other artifacts can be seen at this site. Although comparatively little is known about the history of this particular Great Lakes vessel, much can be seen and appreciated by exploring the schooner Hetty Taylor's remains.